administration understands and what all of you understand, although the President of the United States does not understand it, is climate change is not a hoax. Climate change is an existential threat to Iowa, to Vermont, to America, and to the entire world. And what we believe is that the future of this planet, the future of our kids and future generations, is a lot more important than the short-term profits of the fossil fuel industry. So we are proud, we don't run away from it. We are proud to have introduced the most sweeping climate change proposal ever introduced by a candidate for President of the United States. And that proposal is based on the principles of the Green New Deal. We're going to create up to 20 million good-paying jobs as we move away from fossil fuel to energy efficiency and sustainable energy. And let me thank the people of Iowa. Iowa is one of the leaders in this country in wind energy. You're doing a great job. You got about a third of your electricity from wind. We're going to invest far more in wind, in solar, geothermal. We're going to move aggressively to sustainable energy and create jobs when we do that. Our campaign will, in fact, address the obscenity of massive levels of income and wealth inequality today. We've got to put it on the table. We don't run away from it. It is morally and economically unacceptable that 3 people in America own more wealth than the bottom half of America. It is wrong that 49% of all new income goes to the top 1%. When you got people in this state and in my state working 2 or 3 jobs to put food on the table. So we are going to create an economy and a government that works for working people, not just the 1%. And we understand that in America, it is absolutely imperative that we have a vibrant democracy. I don't want billionaires buying elections. We don't want voter suppression. We want to have the highest voter turnout in the industrialized world, not one of the lowest voter turnouts. The future of this country is dependent upon what happens in November, and it all begins tomorrow night here in Iowa. And what our belief is that the only way you defeat Donald Trump in November is when we have the largest voter turnout in the history of the United States. And we believe that we are the campaign because of you. We are the campaign of excitement and of energy. And I want to tell you something that I am enormously proud of and grateful to all of you and people all over the state of Iowa. In the last month alone, in 1 month, our volunteers have knocked on 500,000 doors in the state of Vermont. So we believe that we are in a position to win tomorrow night, in a position to defeat Trump, not just because of TV ads. We have TV ads, not radio ads. We have radio ads, not newspaper ads. What is more important is the grassroots activism that you guys are bringing forward. This is unique. Ain't no other campaign doing this, and it's not just happening. I want you all to know. It is not just happening here in Iowa. Today it is happening in New Hampshire. The knocking on tens of thousands of doors. It is happening in California. So what this campaign in Iowa is about and what it is about nationally is voter turnout. It is reaching forth to our friends and neighbors who in many instances have given up on the political process. They're working 2 or 3 jobs and they're saying, does anybody care about me? They can't afford childcare for their kids. They're 55, 60 years of age. They don't have a dime in the bank as they face retirement. They don't have any health care. And what we are saying to those people, if you want to change this country, if we want to improve lives for working people, you must get involved in the political process. We cannot just allow big money interests to dominate what goes on. So let me conclude by saying what I have said before. Tomorrow night, we will know very early on how well we're going to do. If there is a low voter turnout, we're going to lose. If there is a high voter turnout, we're going to win. It's our job, and I know you're doing that today. Our job is to bring out our family, our friends, our co-workers. Bring out everybody you know. And basically the message is that we cannot simply complain about the status quo. We can't complain about Trump. We can't complain about low wages. We can't complain about education. Can't complain about climate change or the high cost of prescription drugs. Now is the time to end the complaining. Now is the time for action. Action is tomorrow night. So let us go forward today, tomorrow, and create the largest voter turnout in the history of the Iowa caucus. And when we do that, we're going to win. We win here. We have a path toward victory, and together we will defeat the most dangerous president in modern American history. Thank you all so much.